village often say that in the past, schools were built on top of graves, so strange things would happen from time to time. This girl named Crystal has the ability to see unnatural things because she has a pair of yin-yang eyes. One day in class, the teacher walked into the classroom and asked the students to stand up. However, only Crystal stood up because there was no one on the podium. Crystal turned her head and glared at the teacher on the podium, who had turned into an evil spirit and rushed towards her. Crystal quickly took out a small yellow umbrella covered with talismans. The classmates were all frightened and ran away. Then the real teacher arrived in the classroom and asked Crystal what she was doing. But Crystal didn't say a word and kept her head down. She was used to these kinds of things and knew that no one would believe her even if she spoke up. At that moment, the female ghost appeared again and blocked Crystal's way. Crystal wanted to open her umbrella, but the female ghost grabbed her. Just when things seemed dire, a man holding a black umbrella appeared. He stuck his umbrella into the ground, and a gust of wind lifted the female ghost into the sky. She then turned into a wisp of black smoke and dissipated into the air. The man was none other than the legendary Bull Demon King. Although Crystal could tell he was not human, she wasn't afraid of him because he had saved her. She even asked to have his umbrella. The Bull Demon King then proposed a deal and took Crystal to a cave. He told her to pass through the cave and retrieve a fan from a small house in front of it. He promised to exchange his umbrella for the fan. Crystal liked the umbrella that could ward off ghosts, so she immediately agreed. Before leaving, the Bull Demon King repeatedly instructed her to ignore everything she saw or heard inside the house and to quickly leave with the umbrella once she retrieved it. Crystal followed his advice and entered the small house. The house was magnificent and filled with candles. She walked to the innermost room as the Bull Demon King had instructed and found the fan. Just as she was about to leave with the fan, a handsome man appeared and blocked her path. He asked how she had discovered the room. Crystal suddenly remembered what the Bull Demon King had told her. She wanted to pretend she hadn't seen anything and turn around to leave, but the man lifted her up and threatened her, saying he needed a side dish to go with his drink tonight. However, Crystal remained unresponsive, and the man thought she couldn't see him, so he put her down. Just as Crystal was about to leave, the man deliberately took her umbrella and threw it on the ground. Crystal turned around to pick it up, but the man noticed that she could see him. He approached her and asked what she wanted to do with the banana leaf fan. Crystal was frightened and told him everything that had happened. The man then scared her by saying that the outside of the house was full of evil spirits and that she would be eaten if she left now. The man kindly invited Crystal to leave with him and promised to protect her. He then told her he needed to change his clothes and asked her to help him extinguish the candles on the table. Crystal obediently picked up a cover, but she suddenly realized that something was off about the man. She approached him with the cover and asked if he was hiding something from her. The man admitted to his scheme after realizing that it had been exposed. It turned out that the man was